Alright guys, welcome back to another video in the beginner scripting series for 2023. I totally realized before recording this that I named this place 2022. I'm not used to 2023 yet. I don't know, are you guys used to 2023? Comment below how your new year is going and all that good stuff. And today, we are going to be talking about variables. So, first off, let's start out like we did last time and just define what that is. What are variables? So, the way I like to teach variables is by saying that they're kind of like boxes or folders. Basically, there's something that stores information that we can then use and access later. So maybe you want to store away, if you're thinking about the box, you have this little toy that you want to store in your attic. So you put it inside of that box, you put it up in the attic, and later when you want it, you can bring it back down, right? That's kind of the idea. You can write a variable to store information and use it later in the script. So, variables are actually very, very important in scripting, so we're going to go and get started. Let's start by creating a new script, just like last time. Hover over Server Script Service, click the plus, and search up script. Make sure that you rename your script. I'm going to name this one variables. Okay, so now we are in another script, and by the way, I'm sorry about this whole press F8 to clip. I don't really know how to fix that at the moment. I will try to very soon. But how do we write variables? So, the way we're going to do this is by writing local and then your variable name. So I'm just going to write variable name. That's what this variable is right now. And then we say equals, and we can put whatever the variable is. So for this case, let's make it a string. Remember, we learned about the different data types. So we have a string hello. So, three things to go over here. One, why do we have local? Two, let's just redefine what this is, and three, what the equals is. So first, local. You may be wondering, okay, what the heck is local? So, local is basically saying, okay, we have this new item, and it can only be accessed in this part of your code. Anything right now it's anything over here, right? This local just means anything in this script can access this variable right here, okay? So we can say variable name anywhere else in the script, and the script will know what we're talking about. However, if we had something like this, okay, for later on, and we say local second variable equals hey, okay? And then outside of that if statement, if we try to reference that, we can say second variable. And, well, you'll notice that incomplete statement, expected assignment or function call. And that's because it's local, but only inside of this if block. So basically, just remember, that'll be important later on, but remember local is kind of defining it, and we'll get back to that in just a second. But first, before we talk about defining and redefining, stuff like that, let's just go ahead and quickly go over the name. After you write local, you write your variable name, and this can be whatever you want, literally. It can be, hey there, but a couple rules. No punctuation, so no periods, commas, exclamation points. Also, it cannot start with a number, okay, because then the script will think it's an integer. Remember, we talked about those numbers. And finally, it has to all be one word. It can't be hey space there, okay? I mean, you could do hey comma there, but we're not going to do that. Actually, no, you could do hey space there, but that is multiple variables, and we're not going to be talking about that in this series. So just remember that for this series at least, always one word for the name of your variables. So hello variable is what I'm going to call this one. Next, when you want to define it, so you want to say, okay, script, this is what hello variable actually is, or whatever your variable is called, you write an equal sign. That's just saying, okay, the variable that I just told you about is whatever's next. And in this case, it's the string hello. Okay? So, next, we can go ahead and say print hello variable. Now, why can we do this? That's because the script remembers that we have this variable, this box, that stores the string hello. So we can print hello variable, and it'll print that string. Instead of printing nil or something like that like last time, it just prints our string. And you may be wondering, well, why do we not have to write print local hello variable? And that's because we've already defined it. That's what I'm talking about here. Once you've written local for a variable one time, you never are going to need to write local again. So whenever you want to reference that variable, whenever you want to do something with it, you just write the variable without the local, okay? So you could later, you could print hello variable, and then you could replace what hello variable means, and you could just say hello variable equals new value of, or just new string, okay? And remember, I don't have the local anymore because we've already said local. The script already knows what hello variable is. Local is just telling the script, hey, this is what hello variable is. Now we're going to reassign it. We're going to say, get rid of its old value, replace it with this. And we can go ahead and print hello variable again. So I have this little code here, and we're going to go ahead and hit play. And if you look down in your output, it's going to print hello and then new string. Let me go ahead and scroll up. Hello, new string, because first it was set to, the variable was set to be hello, that's what was in the box. We printed what was in the box, and then we put new string in the box instead of hello, and we printed the new variable. Okay, so something I want to mention really quickly is if you have local hello variable and you try to print hello variable up here, it's not going to know what to do because you haven't defined that variable yet. So don't do anything with a variable before you define it. So you always want to have the variable, whatever it's called, above whatever you're doing with it, okay? That's may get a little bit tricky when we go to functions, which is in a couple episodes. So just for now, remember, anything that you're going to do with your variable has to be below where you say local, right? Where you define the variable, where you tell the script, this is what this variable is. Does that make sense? I hope so. That's basically variables in a nutshell. Let me quickly go over how you can do different data types. You can do all 3 different data types that we talked about last time. We can say local boolean variable, and we can set it equal to true, or we can set it equal to false. So there's a bool, true or false, right? And we can also do this with integers. So integer value variable equals, and we can have a number stored. So those are variables. You can store any of the 3 data types, and you can do lots of stuff with it. Right now, obviously, all we know how to do is print. Then the next episode, we're going to be learning more about how to, I think we're going to do properties next episode, so you're going to be able to have like a part inside of your game like this, and you're going to be able to change its color through the script, something kind of like that, okay? So that's basically what we're going to be doing next episode. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down in the description. I will try to reply to you as soon as I can, or go ahead and join my Discord server, also will be linked down in the description, and I answer more in-depth questions in my Discord server. So, with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in part 2, or part 3 actually.